Welcome back to Just Fantastic Craft channel. Today we're back playing Limitless 7, where last time we made the whole machine thing for multiplication of ores and stuff. That's the way I'm gonna explain it. And it works. It might not be the best or the most efficient right now, but I don't need efficiency. For now I just need it to work. I need to have it and have it be available to me, because let's look at the first machine. It still has 45 blocks of gold, and it's already made a stack of it. Almost. It has basically a stack waiting in the queue. But today we need to do the more permanent solution for our storage, which I have totally basically given up from the applied logistics, because this thing just sucks up power like there is no tomorrow. So yes, sadly we will be changing it from that to, oh look, steel blocks. Anyway, we'll be changing that from, well, applied energistics into refined storage, which I understand is quite... Actually, can I involve both of them? Can I go to how do I have water? Applied energistics. Spatial pylon. No. Okay, examples. Add-on, insert, export. What is applied energistics? Getting started. Tips and tricks. Mechanics. Network connectors. Yes, I understand that. Extended eye introduction. Nope. Advanced pattern imports, advanced quantum armor, quantum reaction stock. Can filter export exact amount of filtered stacks. Nope. Insert export cards. Nope. Extended assembler. Inscriber chart. It can run phone inscribing jobs at the same time. There's a button that allows you to change the max stack size. Set to 1 when using my pattern provider. Pattern modifier. Is a tool for bulk pattern modification. Okay. There isn't a IO port. Yeah, port works 8 times faster than a normal one. Well, let's ignore this. Networks. Nope, that is not what I'm looking for. Like, basically I have to do the everything that I've already made for the other mod. In the long run it will be way more efficient, I think. I feels like it will be way more efficient. So yeah, let's start on that. Let's forget about applied logistics and use it to make the refined storage ones. Interface is not what I'm looking for. I have 1600 quartz enriched, so that should be enough to make, well, everything. Kitchen access point, station connects to refined storage networks. Yep, that's exactly what I will need, both of these. But I will need the destruction cores and the construction cores, and these things are just melted. Oh, silicon. Silicon essence is something I'd like to plant, like, yeah, immediately. It's only a tier 2, so that's fine. Make silicon. Like, immediately make silicon. Nether quartz. Melt nether quartz. Oops, I need that. I do need that. Can I actually log that in place, because then I will need not have any issues with it. Nether quartz, I need 4 pieces of it. Oops. And I need those melted. Thank you. And then I need to make a hopper thingy. Oops. I don't have those. I need to make this. Then I need to make this. And then I need to make this. Then use this to make this. Now make a 2x2. Just a quick preparation. 2x2. I already have one. Give it to me. And then next up is nope. Essence Infernum. To make this I need tier 2. To make this I need Prudenium. And to make Prudenium I just need 4 and 1. 1 for the soil and 4 for the process. Also the seeds. Where are they? Where are they? Where are the fancy seeds? Can't find them. Prosperity, just give me one, apparently. And then we go make this. Because that's something I'd like to have growing, because it is... I also need to figure out the rest of the recipes. Because this thing is going to help me a lot. A whole lot more than anyone would expect this to help me. Especially if I am, you know, going into making the... seriously? I can just put this down there, put this in there and in there. Then get out my beautiful little... Yeah, that should be enough. Log that. And you're now making me some essence. I need 2 for a second. Again, always with the search of 2, giving me the 2 tools I need. One of them is actually... Let's just wait for this to end, because... Oh, it already had made one. So let's lock that. And add it to the settings. Now it's done. Okay, we already have some essence to make silicon with. How much is that? That is 23. I need its beautiful upgrades for this and this. The 2 upgrades that it requires. Done. Okay, now that this is done, I can go back down. It is connected. I have access to it. You invader. Thank you. I guess everything now needs to be rewired and everything. Annoying, but fact. And as we proceed by making this and this getting removed, going back to at refined storage, and the first thing I do require for it is network, is a mainframe, or well, a controller. And the controller is this, with a machine casing, which is basic. Actually, give me that so that I can start making things. And then this requires a raw processor, which the processor binding is the other thing. I already have pink slime, so nope, everything is going to be a-okay. I have ways to manufacture all of the necessary pieces. And this requires to be made by this. And last but not least, we cook it. And with it cooked, we can make the controller that apparently is going to lag my game out. And immediately get charged, funnily enough. Okay, part 1 has been received. Then next up is I need a bazillion cables. I need a bajillion cables, which are easier to make than the... So I'll just get that many cables. I think 120 should be enough for most things, especially when we'll be using a lot of network receivers and stuff. Does the interface give me something? Nope. Does the security manager give me something? Nope. Exporter? Nope. Detector? Nope. Not for now at least. And this is a fluid storage disk. Okay, let's just make the basics of, well, everything. I need another one so that I can have the disk manipulator, which requires storage housings, apparently. 2 of them. Oh wait, that's a disk manipulator, it's not a disk drive. Well, minor inconveniences, you know. I would need technically a disk manipulator and stuff. This requires another machine frame and 2 basic processors, which I can make, 1 and 2. Then these can now be smelted to make the things I need. Then we have a destructor, a constructor. Then we make this guy and we make this guy as well. Okay, we have the more basics of the parts. Let's go to not mechanism, refine storage for a second. We've done this. We've done those, this, and this. And we have the core. We have the disk thingy and the other thingy, the machine casing. We have not made storage parts as of yet. They will require silicon and quartz enriched, and because only glass and redstone is the other thing required, that's why I decided to make the silicon, because if I'm able to mass produce these ones without a care in the world, I can mass produce bigger ones, because they just require a bit more. Okay, crafter is the next thing I'd like to, well, craft, because I would need because the crafter is blocking craft items with patterns, yes, that thing. I will need a bunch of connections and stuff, range upgrades as well, but that will have to wait for a bit, and a wireless transmitter for a networks. Send signals to wireless networks. The default range is 16, but can be upgraded. Yes, it will be upgraded. a lot. It will become like this thing with the dimensional card that has infinite range. What am I doing now? Yes, making more progress. Now I need, so for the wireless grids I will need to make a grid. I will need to make a grid which requires everything. This will give me that, this will give me what I need. Yeah, I need 2 of these, I think. 1 and 2, and then I would need... Oh no, I need another improved. Okay, well, don't have that piece. Excuse me, I'm going the wrong path. There's this, and I will make it... I'll make like 48 of those, because they will be just moving along. These can then be smelted. Then we can make this guy and the same guy with blue. That gives us a machine, and this makes the grid part 1. Then we have a advanced processor for the crafting grid. We just gotta smelt that, make the crafting grid. Oh no, I don't have it. Seriously? I don't have planks in my system? No way. Seriously? I don't have any planks? Funny enough, wood is low as well, but that will be that will all change once I go downstairs. Oops, upstairs. On the ground floor. And go into this thing, this abomination, and grab 0 sawdust. Excuse me. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. I should have like logs. Here you go, you have planks now. Have fun. What was I doing? I wasn't crafting a... Was I crafting a crafter? Ah, snap. Refined. And then what was I doing? I was doing this to craft a crafting table. I just make a few of them to have them. Crafting a crafter. I didn't make a crafter. Okay, crafting grid first. To finish that thing. Then we'll be making it into a wireless crafting grid. Which just requires this guy. Easy enough. Back upstairs. It's a bunch of crafting that I have to do, but I am setting it up once so it is the same as always. The same as it always was. This thing is now done. We have the crafting grid to make it a, not a creative, a universal. We make a wireless grid that is just a grid. Okay. Wireless grid requires... I made that. We require a grid. Okay. 2 of these. 2 of the common ones. Or the basic ones. Did I just make 3? Who cares? Yep, who cares? I'm gonna be using them anyway. This will allow me to make a grid, basically. One of these. One of the constructor variety. And then just a machine frame. Making us a basic grid. Allowing us to use this to make a wireless grid. To make this. Okay, we have the second type. Now we need a fluid grid, which requires a fluid grid, which requires a grid with a bucket. Okay, once again we make two of these. And one of these. We smelt them. We make the grid once again by making the machine frame. Actually, I don't know, make me 3 of them. So I don't have to bother. Make me one of those and one of the constructor ones as always. Then give me this. Then give me this with a bucket. Of course, you need this piece. So I press U on this. Oops, I need to open this. Press U on this. Press this. Make a fluid grid. This. I'm locking the advanced processor again. And this should be. Oops. Use this. Done. This, done. Okay, we have the wireless universal grid, which is already better than what I currently have here. That is why we'll be changing. I am quickly upgrading a lot of these. Then next time we'll be making network receivers, transceivers, a bunch of the other stuff. And after all that, we'll be stripping this and placing it and replacing it with the other grid type. I would also be moving a few of the machines about so that all of these will be connected to the grid this time around, and yeah, we'll see how that goes from there. But for now, thank you for joining me and have a great day.